checking this one hell of a sight from here. We see it arcing right over top of us. We see 33 out of 33 Raptor engines lit on Super Heavy as it starts to ascend skyward. Coming up on maximum aerodynamic pressure, then only about a minute and a half until we get into hot staging. Alright, hot staging, about 30 seconds.
As ship is returning back to Earth.
This is a contingency that is planned for, and we clear the zones in the Indian Ocean where these entries could take place. So we're not going to come down exactly where we would have had nothing happened, but we do clear a tremendous amount of space out in the Indian Ocean in the event that we run into this. We understand that there are always risks, essentially, with these flight tests, with the hardware, but we don't really accept any compromise when it comes to protecting people. Engines lit on Super Heavy as it starts to ascend skyward. Coming up on max.
Wow, Dan, that was incredible. We can feel the building shaking here.
See those engines powering down?
Booster engine cut off. Separation.
Incredible flip by Super Heavy booster, and you can see those 3 engines on the ship ignited.
6 healthy Raptors running on ship on its way to space. Peek that engine view. Booster doing the boost back. Chris, how's it looking over there at Hawthorne, man?
Reminder, we are not recovering the Super Heavy booster today. We are instead going to do some...
shutdown.
There we had a good shutdown of the boost back burn.
We've done this in wind tunnels. We've done this in computer modeling. It shows that sometimes the control isn't great.
And we are going to relight 13 engines, then bring that down to 3 engines. As we talked about earlier, we will be intentionally shutting down as the Super Heavy booster is making its way back down to Earth.
We can see those grid fins doing some heavy work.
Booster landing startup.
Ignited for our landing burn. Does look like we lost telemetry from the booster once we started into that landing burn. Did you hear confirmation that the booster did demise?
Ship engine cut off.
It ignited all 6 of its engines and made it all the way through SECO just now. Start dispensing those Starlink simulators. What a great
right
view.
at the bottom of the stack. So should be able to see them kind of firing out from right there. So really cool. It was unable to actuate all the way open, so they are going to close it back up. Hal told me no. Getting some video back soon. There we go. this is a view essentially on the top part of Starship. You're looking up at the payload bay and towards the nose cone. So views are going to be a little bit scarce potentially, as again we are in essentially a tumble. We have lost that attitude control. So Starlink, when it's able to connect, able to feed this down, we are at the phase where we would expect entry to start within the next minute or so. So we are entering uncontrolled, but again, we're entering into an airspace and a sea space that is cleared and monitored in advance of launch and before we get to this phase.
And with the views that we are able to see, you are seeing a lot of that plasma build up. During reentry, we do expect the vehicle to see about 1400 degrees Celsius